Hello everybody, I'm Cobbler Bob and this is my 1971 Cutlass S Resto Mod. Today's video, I'm going to show you about 2,000 hours and 13 months of work in about 35 minutes. Okay, so let's go.
Than I thought. Those are holes, and I can honestly tell you, and this is getting worse. I took out the seam sealer from here, not horrible. Oh, that is a big hole, and it was filled with bare glass. Oh, the roof's not too bad, is it?
And here is the new brace installed. I fabricated this one.
These filled in more. That's beautiful. Look beautiful. Look. So let me show you how this, the dashboard cowl area, windshield good. Honestly not. The fuel cost here, it's very lumpy. It's been about 20 minutes or something. That's the part of it. That's pretty glossy. I may have to lock in that down. remote control is finished. See where it's welded?
And the rear axle is in. Look at that. That's pretty, isn't she?
Power brace. Right? So obviously what this is doing is that's connecting this part of the frame to that part of the frame. watching the time lapse from that video, I realized this is very live. And it's kind of a inside. This is not a destination car. You know, here's where I'm at. This is 20 gauge, 35, 36 thousandths inch thick steel. Matches the factory here. A lot of big sheet of it from some of the racing. And then just that bolt. But I'm really thinking. So I have the car here with the front tip off. I have basically the car masked off. You can see the doors, the A-pillars, the new roof skin, the new A-pillars. The cowl area, this is all going to get A-pillars. All this area, the trunk's surrounded because I do a bunch of welding in it. It's also going to get epoxy primed. And the fenders, they're inside and out. Now remember, my fenders were black here, right? Or they're supposed to be color all the way down to here. So just on the back sides here and there, I just want to basically get some epoxy primer on them to, prevent corrosion, right? To seal them up. So some of that out. All right, fix that. That's much better. That's not acceptable. I'm making this up. Ah, it's quiet. And it's spinning from my perspective out. Okay, we're in the... Now, do you have a handbrake or unload? Yeah, handbrake right here. Oh, not even increase the load on it. Yeah. We can temp stuff. Yeah.
Here that the Chevrolet bell.
So here is my final finished product on the crossmember. I'm line it up. Awesome. Looking at it from the plan view.
This is the drive shaft that came with my car. Here's the new one. This is a 3.5-inch drive shaft. Like I said, I picked it up from custom clutch joints and hydraulic.
Okay, here is my oil cooler and the mounting bracket. This is the transmission oil cooler. There it is. I wasn't sure how solid it was going to be. Well, everybody, today's project is to take all this complete interior stuff and put it in that car. So then we can transform the interior from this horrible brown atrocity. The gauge layout on this car is, I can only describe it as absolutely awful. And this is, there's nothing in this one. This is a dummy. There's really nothing in it. And here's the gauge. This is a Stewart Warner gauge. This is the Stewart Warner tachometer guts, and then I cut around this cup here. Now I need to take the old face and use this to get the graduations in the correct spot, the numbers and the lines on the correct spot. Here are the letters that I purchased. I purchased these from lettering.com. Trying to brace my fingers. I don't need to stick it. Just enough to where I can get this thing out. And then I'm trying to see, is it pretty parallel? That's pretty good. We've got some insulation / sound deadening on the door panel from the factory. There's just like a big piece of thick paper that's taped over this. USB thing. I'm going to show you, try to show you what's going on with this first shifter.
So if you can see here, it's lit well enough.
And mated it with the ShiftWorks kit so that I got it to work with the automatic 4-speed overdrive and be able to shift through all the gears and eliminating most of the slop in the shifter. Information center, remember, there was a door here that ended up like that. It slides up like this and reveals an ashtray. There's a USB 2, USB-A, and a USB-C. So that's pretty cool. And this is the screen for the Holley Terminator. I really like that. With the Pypes SGA 14S. And that is a 3-inch system, and it is the 409 stainless, so there's a 304 stainless steel. Now I believe this is 409 stainless. It has here the flat side of the bracket up. So here's where I'm at with the exhaust. Here you can see that notch in the floor. The exhaust does pass up here. So that is the major PITI, right? I think the exhaust is pretty well adjusted. It's pretty solid. What I need to do now is connect from here to the exhaust manifold. Hey guys, now that the exhaust is 100% finished, I've installed the Holley Terminator X digital throttle body fuel injection. Now we're cooking the fire. Alright, I've got it fitted pretty well. And when it's welded in, just up the weld a little bit.
So here is the pump assembly put together.
JD Weld, laid some masking tape down, and seam sealed everything there with the epoxy glue. There it is.
So the gas tank is done. I've got lines run. I approximated the length and added a little bit extra. So here's what I've got. There's the bracket. Obviously you can see it's flat.
This is the Holley Sniper EFI Hyperspark 2 ignition box. It's only partially installed, but there is a lot of wiring that goes along with this thing here. Now here is my fuel pressure regulator setup. So here's the hard line coming out of the frame. That was not easy. So that is 3/8 copper nickel line. And it's secured to the frame rail there. So I've got hard line all the way back to here. And this bottom one is the feed line. And that is the fuel filter. And then we're going to grade it from there. It's a fuel pump relay kit. Now here's my battery connector. So this 8-gauge wire comes to here to this main lug. So what I did was I purchased this with some racing equipment. And I made a little fuse, external fuse panel. Let's see if this thing fits. We're in good shape. So this is the mechanical fuel pump. It's an 1/8-inch thick steel bar here, and a gasket to make a pattern. And now we've got a mechanical fuel pump block-off plate. And I'll just put this up. And there it is. I'll open it up, and I've got some hardware. Okay, when I turn this thing on, lights come on. So
Always run the wizard or load a calibration. Okay. Form a T-test auto set before startup. And that adjustment was super sensitive. Perfect. Alright, I think I'm gonna actually try to start it and see what happens. I think we should see a RPM signal there. Yep.
That is the map sensor input. And I never ran a vacuum hose to it. Duh, my mistake.
So I've got the vacuum line routed through the firewall, one piece. I damn it down to 1/8 inch and this little brass fitting. And I'm giving it its own.
Give it its own fitting direct to the manifold, so I'm gonna be coachable.
So first of all, the glass that I actually use, the glass itself isn't marked with a manufacturer, but this is the box I got it from Summit Racing Equipment. It's AMD. Let me just jump straight into it and show you the only thing about the job, that I wasn't happy with. And that's right here. You can see blob of glue all the way across here. Unhappy that this is level. And we've kind of got, not as bad, but a similar situation here. You can see the glue kind of pushing out the rear window area there. Right. The glass is in horizontal surfaces especially. You can see right there, that's dirt in the paint. Right, and it's got quite a bit of it. See what doesn't wipe away? So there's quite a bit of it on the tops of the fenders, the sides. The bodywork though, like where I blocked it, I mean, it's legit not bad. The straightness of it, flatness, it's good where I didn't screw it up, I guess, is the best way to describe this car. Big run over here, somewhere there's a big sag. Yeah, you can see the sag. Right there, can you see him? The sagging. And then the reason I didn't put this trim back on is there's actually paint running. Look at that. It's pretty bad. That's going to need a lot of work with the sanding. You can see the dripping off of it like water. So once again, this is 1,000 grit. Here is the whole roof done in 1,500 grit. Now here's that same area, finished in 2,000. This half is done in 3,000. And this half is done in 2,000. Pretty interesting, huh? And here's the car from the other side. Again, this is in 3,000. It looks very different than the last time I buffed. Here's the top of the fender, which was the worst, and I think this was the worst of the two sides. Get greedy. But this is what it looks like with the 3,000 grit. I started this time with 1,000. I started with 1,000 instead of 600. So 1,000, and then 1,500, then 2,000, then 3,000, all wet. Wow, now that I actually know what the crap I'm doing with wet sanding. I've not even wiped off the buffing compound yet, but that's incredible. Right here, you see a big run.
I think it's like 95% gonna still see a little bit, but I go a little bit more.
Here's the passenger fender. Blatantly obvious, but all those spots you see are raised pieces of cedar. Try and get some of that out. Here, all through there. Whew, okay. Here it is. Here I think I maybe could buff one more time. I think I see a little bit of haze. That is really nice. And basically all this, and you can see the ghost of one there. But there, you can see a couple ghosts there near the edge of the fender. But dang, man, they're pretty much gone. It's unbelievable how much dirt you can get out with buffing. But dang, if this isn't the prettiest car I've ever owned now.
It's not done, but it's done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for you guys that are into show cars and stuff like that, it's not that nice, but it is the nicest car I've ever owned. And, you know, it was all done with these two hands, and I couldn't be happier right now. Here's a quick walk around to the car. Painted and buffed. The last 13 months, I've got somewhere around 2,000 hours on this car. Well, the trim is back on it. One thing I don't have is all the weather sealing. Not too shabby, huh? What gear? It's in second now, right? God, it's slow, but dang. Did you see the shift light come on at 4,800 RPM? Woohoo! It works, it downshifts now. Ah, unbelievable. It's not very quick, is it?
No.
I mean, it sounds cool, but it's not very fast. And here's how the car looks after buffing it one more time. I did even buff the hood. This time I used the pink fill-in glaze, and that got rid of a lot of that, almost all of that haziness, especially on the passenger side of the car. Like, oops, I can see one there, but it's buffing compound. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Like, if you look right here, you can still see those are from the 600 grit scratches that I produced, but I'm not going to go further because I'm pretty sure if I got greedy and try and get those out, I'm going to go through the clear. And this is obviously the fluorescent light, man. I mean, it's, you know, you can see flaws in it. I mean, like for example, you can see right there, bodywork was not very good right there, but I'm totally okay with it. But dang, it's, I mean, not quite like glass, but it's pretty close. The trunk lid actually got damaged from storage. The wing got some damage there, but I can reshoot this too at some point whenever I feel like it. There was some haziness here above the belt line that I got rid of. Oh, missed a spot there. Buffing compound, I believe, yep. A little bit there. There is actually a spot right there. It looks like a chip. That's where I had a little bit of a run in the base coat. So when I wet sanded through. So I had to put a little bit of a little bit of a paint on there. So that's obviously a flaw, but. Top of the fender. Roof from this side. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'm so happy that I was able to get to this point, and I really, truly feel blessed that I've been able to do this. I went 19 years without a hot rod after my 1986 Cutlass got stolen. You know, then life happened to me. Like I said, I just feel really blessed to be able to do this. And the car is far from done. There's going to be new brakes, bigger brakes going on the car. The factory brakes are substandard by my books, especially for the new motor that's going in. There's going to be a 482 cubic inch engine that I'm going to start documenting the buildup on that, all Oldsmobile. Then also some suspension upgrades in the front. The rear obviously is done. So there'll be a lot of things coming up in this car. So more detailed videos of everything that you saw in this compilation video are available on my channel. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up button if you got some value or entertainment out of this, and feel free to check out my other videos. All right, have a great day and God bless, guys.